Well, you guys said just to continue with this album since there's so many, like, fantastic, stellar, standout tracks amongst fantastic, stellar, standout tracks. I said that right? Oh, hi guys, welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. I know I am. It's Jimi Hendrix Thursday. I mean, come on, man. How could I not be having a good day? We're sticking with the Winterland concert, which we did last week too. We're gonna be doing "Hear My Train A Comin'." Apparently, "Hear My Train A Comin'." There you go. It's 10/10/1968, Winterland, San Fran. All right. Apparently, this is inspired by old blues songs, but also gospel sort of. What did it say? Like salvation or something? And what was it? Salvation through blues? Lyrically, it was inspired by American spirituals and blues songs, which use a train metaphor to represent salvation. I'm guessing Underground Railroad sort of, train of thought. There you go. He's apparently recorded the song a bunch of times. Obviously, he did it in the studio, live, impromptu, all that, but he never completed it to his satisfaction, apparently. This has been, done on tons of different festivals, different shows. There's a million different versions, but we're sticking with this one because, one, it doesn't get blocked, and two, it's fantastic. The one we did last week kind of blew me away. I'm not gonna lie. Manic Depression. Wow. Every time I listen to this guy, I'm like, I'm not gonna get blown away this time. I know it's coming. No. All right, here we go. "Hear My Train A Comin'" live at Winterland, Jimi Hendrix Experience. I'll link my playlist up there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment with another track to do. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. sometimes you just gotta sit there and kind of marvel at you. This man was a real person. That bass is insane. The Blues have never sounded better.
I'm gonna leave this town. I'm gonna make it big, yeah. Gonna be a magic boy. I'm gonna be a magic boy. Come back and buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Buy this town. Come back and buy this town. Yeah. And put it all in my shoe. In my shoe. And if you make love to me one more time, little girl, I might even give a piece to you.
Genius lyrics.
Hey, baby. Hear my train a-comin'. Hear my train a-comin'. I hear my train a-comin'. Hear my train a-comin'.
Oh my god, yes. I don't even know what to say. He always throws that in there. Star Spangled. Yes. More. Play it again. Come on, Jimmy. You can do it in 20 seconds.
As I said before, we're just jamming, man. But like, you know. What else do you think we should be able to jam on? Let's see now. How about one of them old? No, hell no. Hey, wait a minute, Jack Cassidy's on stage. How about a big hand for Jack Cassidy?
Wow.
We're gonna be here for 4 more shows, so I hope y'all don't mind a jam. With Cassidy here, we're gonna jam maybe off the tune of Killing Floor.
I saw that was a good one too. Apparently, see, you can just throw a dart at any of his stuff. It could be any of the handful of live albums, whatever that came after he passed away. And it could be the studio cuts. It could be the live stuff everyone knows. It can be this Winterland concert that's kind of like a new box set that has been released in the past, I think 10 years or something like that. You basically just can't go wrong. You know, I read a few of the comments last week and a couple of y'all mentioned this one. So when I was just scrolling, I was like, you know what? This is a long one. Let's go for it. I'm so glad I did. I swear, every time I listen to one of these tracks by him, there's some new guitar trick I didn't even know existed, or just this chordy, how he plays it, or his timing. It's crazy how precise and just how just full of improvisation he is at the same time. Like, everything seems so calculated, and I don't know, everything just seems like it's meant to be. But half the time he's probably just jamming. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's tripping at the time probably, you know? I mean, I don't know Jimmy's actual, you know, what his forte was per se, but I know he did like to, you know, trip out. And, man, who doesn't? Well, I guess a few people. But just to hear that stuff that he pulls off, man, especially for 1968, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what? Some of those, like, when he goes and breaks off into those solos by himself, well, not by himself, but like when he just kind of takes the lead and just runs with it, bro, it's so good to hear, man. It's like watching the walls of Jericho fall down, you know what I'm saying? And Joshua's playing his horn, bro, and just the walls come crumbling down every single time I listen to him, man. I just get so into it. And I picked up something new from this. Rage Against the Machine, the band that came like 40 years later, 30 years later, the bass player and the drummer definitely took influence from Noel and from, the guitarist Tom Morello definitely took inspiration from Jimmy as well, man, the way he plays the guitar. But I don't know the drummer's name of Rage Against the Machine, but he definitely emulates Mitch a lot. A lot of their just underlying rhythms and in the whole just rhythm section, very reminiscent of the rhythm section that Mitch and Noel, you know, use basically, and they come up with. I noticed that Jimmy, once he takes off, it's hard to bring him back down. I've noticed that he just starts going off on these just tangents, kind of like how I just go off on tangents about whatever, you know what I'm saying? He just finds like a rabbit hole in a song and he just goes down it, man. And it's like a dog chasing a rabbit, but the dog's Jimi Hendrix and the rabbit is your soul, and he's just ripping and roaring, and it's he's pulling off things that they don't even pull off nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can try, they can use whatever program they want to make it sound like they did it, but nah, this man did it live, half baked out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy that some of our brightest, most impactful artists, I don't know, man. It's almost like, I don't want to say this because it's a very fine line. It's almost like substance use kind of enhances, but it also takes away at the same time. Unfortunately, we know that from Janis Joplin, from Jim Morrison, you know, I mean, not really Jim, but just the people that tragically lost their lives very, very young, but they were just so influential back then, you know what I'm saying? And they had so much power in their performance, just so much energy throughout everything, and they just lit a spark that's still simmering, I guess, to this day. I don't know. I can't really say that in good conscience because it's really not. But they did start a spark that went on for a very long time. I just feel like it ended recently. There are still some that try to, you know, do their thing, but at the same time, well, that's a whole other rabbit hole. You know, it's sort of like how we have, you know, people in Congress that are 90 years old or 89 years old. They should be off enjoying their retirement, you know, but we're pulling people out of, you know, the bullpen we haven't heard from in 20 years just to try and fill in the slots because people my age, people that are older than me, people a little bit, you know, people younger than me, they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to do nothing but look at their phones. I'm one of them, but I don't look at my phone that much unless it's business related, basically, or the channel. I don't really look at it. I don't have anyone I talk to, but everyone else does, you know. It's just crazy to me. See, tangent, rabbit hole, woo. I don't know, man. Like, they're missing out on so much. They could say all this stuff about their music. Oh, this is heavy. Oh, this is... They don't really care about the music, man. They just want to impress chicks. They want to go to shows. They want to do whatever. I mean, that's what music's always halfway kind of been. But at least back then, at least they focused on their instruments, too. They had their fundamentals down. They practiced. They cared about what the product they put out, you know. Nowadays, it's just like, oh, throw it out on Spotify. See how much money we make. You know, I don't know. This whole scene, which is sparked by drugs, fucking, I mean, everything. That's what, you know what I'm saying? And it inspired some of the best music ever made. Makes one think. It really does make one think. What kind of environment do you want to foster for creatives to create in, you know? Do you want it to be a little dark and a little grimy and you put a little dirt on their face to make them feel what life really is like and then they write about it, you know? Instead of keeping them in some little box, little cubicle, you know, it's got a little water table and everything. You can go get a glass of water, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like we coddle people and I don't know. Look what we got. Look what we got. Come on, man. Listen to what we just listened to and then listen to something from nowadays. Sorry to go off on this. It makes me angry. I hear this stuff and it's so damn good. And I know that we can, I don't know if we can get this good. You can't get as good as Jimi Hendrix, but we can get close enough. We can at least get to the moon, not the sun. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so much untapped potential in people. You know, we're just wasting time all day. You're not doing nothing. What are you doing? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we got here. I'm lost. Jimi Hendrix. That was a great song. Obviously, Mitch just goes off. You know, him and Jimmy just go down these rabbit holes. I feel like I'm like, what are you doing? I love it though. His snare in this, some of the rolls he was getting there halfway through, insane. Like, how does he even do that, bro? That's some paradiddle right there. He got his fundamentals down, man. And what a drummer, man. He's such a great pairing for Jimmy. He's such a great just foil, as you guys keep saying. But then Nolan this was fucking killing it, dude. He was getting down, man. That tone was fat and it was so low. And then you pair that with Jimmy's really, really like screechy loud, you know, kind of a little bit of feedback and distortion guitar tone. And then you got this just like behemoth of a bass line, basically. That was crazy. What a great track. And apparently, like, it's inspired from, you know, the spirituals and old blues songs. Apparently, a big influence was Jim Crow blues, which I think was from the 20s or the 30s, I believe. I forgot who the artist was, but he took I heard the line in there, you know, I'm going to leave this town. I think the original line, and it was like, go to Chicago or something like that. Leave this Jim Crow town. This one was a little bit different, but you could see the homages to great blues players of the past, but just Jimified. Literally, you know, that's what he did. That's what he does to every song he touches. He just like puts a spark of electricity in it, and then he just throws himself into it, bro. It's fantastic. I'd say that that first solo he went into about 30 minutes in, I was kind of speechless. I mean, like, that's the beginning of the song. First off, Jimmy, what are you doing? Second off, he has no right being that good. Like, I get so angsty, and not angsty, what's the word? I get so revved up when I listen to him. And obviously, you know, you can tell from my demeanor in most videos probably if I like it or not. Obviously, I love this. You know, I'm very excited. So I want to hear more. So if there's another track you think off this album I would like, there was one I was going to do. There's the Sunshine of Your Love cover. I was going to do that, but it was either do that one by itself or do this one by itself. I couldn't do both of them, so I decided to go for the longer one by itself. And good God, am I glad that I did. Like, I mean, the blues have never sounded better. And I've listened to a lot of blues on this channel. I really have. That's some of the best blues I've ever heard in my life. But it's also Jimi Hendrix, you know what I'm saying? So you get what you get. And it's usually going to be fantastic. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I'll leave y'all alone. Sorry for going off on a tangent. But that was so damn good that it inspired to rant. Can't get mad at that. So thanks for watching, as I already said. Oh yeah. Bye. Oh. I thought you guys left. There's a really cool Patreon community in the description if you click the link. Join the $15 tier or up, you get one free request a month. There's also a PayPal as well in the description if you want to send a tip or a request in that way. But if you join, you get access to all of our block videos, full album reactions, and access to our Discord server. We'd love to have you. All right, class dismissed. Bye-bye.